Good morning, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Osha. So I took a day off. I totally spent myself on that last video that I made. And it's kind of funny. I usually don't go back and watch my videos, but I did watch that one. And it surprised me. About halfway through, I saw I had fallen to my knees. I poured out everything I had in that video. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. But I literally had to take a day off just to rest. And the most beautiful message came to me during this period of rest. And I'll tell you, I was sitting out in the meadow, had my chair, had my phone with Vivaldi playing. And my friends, it's like a symphony, an orchestra was taking place in front of me. And as the music was playing, I was watching the birds flying through the air, and it almost seemed like they were in sync with the music. And two squirrels were chasing each other around a tree. And then the way the grasses in the meadow were moving. And then I noticed the dance of light from the lake on the bridge. And my friends, it was just so beautiful. It almost brought me to tears. And it got me thinking about sound and how powerful sound is. And then, my friends, it went even deeper. The sun on my face and the warmth of it, I could hear it in the music. And it just kept going deeper. And then I started thinking about words and sound. And then it took me to word, the original word, the perfect creator's perfect idea. I felt like I was living in it, and I was just about moved to tears. And then later that evening, I was reading some of my favorite classic books. I don't know, I was in a classic mood, classical music, classic books. And again, I was almost moved to tears with emotion from the beauty of words. And I started thinking of the power of words, my friends, and how it's brought people to do the most amazing, beautiful things, to making people do the worst atrocities we've ever seen in the world with just words, my friends. But we know it's more than that. It's the word behind the words, the word behind the sound. We now know that everything is just energy, sound, words vibrating in form. My friends, that energy and matter are the same things. And we see this from something as simple. It is like when I was a kid, tobacco commercials, right? They had the cool, rugged cowboy that us young men wanted to be, or maybe for the women, the sultry actress with a cigarette in her fingers, and we wanted to emulate that and be that, but we find that those words were lies, my friends. There's good words and there's evil words. Another thing I was thinking about along these lines, stay with me, guys. I am going somewhere with this, but I saw a beautiful baby moose. Of course, I say baby, it was the size of a horse, but tiny little horns. And I was watching it meander through the meadow there, and it was eating the grasses, and it just looked so sweet and innocent. And at the same time, I was so moved by its beauty, but at the same time, it was tragic because I know some of my neighbors, they have young children and they're teaching them to hunt. And they're not bad people. Matter of fact, they're what you would consider good Christian people. Every Sunday they dress up in their Sunday finest and they go to church, and their kids are very respectful, and they call me Mr. James, and oh my God, I do love them. They're precious. But I think how sad that they're teaching them to hunt, and the Father's words are teaching them to do something that's an atrocity. And I know because I used to hunt, my friends, and can I share this with you? Deep inside I knew it was wrong, but I was taught from my parents and my friends and my influences that it was a good thing and it was okay, but inside it always did rub me wrong. And I remember the first deer I shot, I watched it die. And it took so long, and I wish it would hurry up and just die, because it was breaking my heart. And it actually had tears in its big eyes, and it was choking and gasping on its own blood, where I had blown its lungs out. My friends, and in truth, it broke my heart. So from then on, when I would shoot them, I wouldn't go for a while. I'd let them die, my friends. And I was blinding my own eyes and covering up my own ears to the sadness of it, my friend. And I'll tell you what, the power of words. A woman that knew I hunted one time just said something so simple. She goes, "How sad that is." And my friends, it resonated what was in my heart. I surrounded myself with people telling me, "Oh, that's good, that's cool, that's manly," my friends. But the words of truth that she spoke so simply, she didn't preach at me, but it started working in me, my friends, where eventually I gave up hunting, because I agreed it is sad. And we don't need to live in a world with sad things. We make those choices. My friends, if we choose to hunt, if we choose to smoke, if we choose to drink, because, in the commercials, they make it look like these beer commercials look so fun, but we soon find out they're really not. Do you know what a beer commercial is to me now? It's my best friend sleeping with my wife, my friends. It's a lie that they pull over our eyes, and they have some hidden motive. Maybe it's money, maybe it's control. My friends, words are powerful, but here's what I learned. Good words are just as powerful. We can change the course of someone's life with our good words, with our true words, with our loving words. My friends, maybe we can get someone to become a vegetarian by telling them, it's sad what they do to the animals, my friends. And in truth, eating meat is gross. It's disgusting, my friend. And it plants a seed. They think different. Maybe someone was taught that being a soldier and going to war is a heroic thing, my friends. Maybe we can change their heart. Tell them it's sad. Tell them there's a better way. There's Osha, the perfect creator's perfect idea of loving each other. What did the Christ say? He said, love your enemies. You sure can't love them if you're putting a bullet through their head, my friends. Words have power, but it's the word behind it, the emotion, the truth, the idea that's behind the words. And that takes us to Osha 13. If you got your book Osha, grab it. If you don't have it yet, it's Osha by Winston Head. It's available at Amazon. It will completely change your life. Osha 13 says the original word. What is the original word? It's what the perfect creator's perfect idea was for you in this world, and it's good. What is that original word? It's so simple. And it's so beautiful. The original word, that holy Om, that perfect sound that creates Osha, heaven on earth, is this: all good comes from the Creator, and no evil comes from Him. All good comes from the Creator, and no evil comes from Him. As I say that, my friends, I almost feel myself start to shake and want to weep, because it's so beautiful. I don't know if any more beautiful words have ever been uttered than all good comes from the Creator, and no evil comes from Him. Let that sink in for a minute. And here's what happens. From this original word is your spiritual world made straight, and then the material world comes into order. It says the original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator. And in this false idea is all the evil that creatures suffer. All the suffering that man has comes from the false idea that evil comes from the Creator. And my friends, I think of these little kids learning to hunt. They're going to see the world as kind of tragic and sad, because they believe that that's the Creator's way. That He sends good and evil. That killing is okay. It's even okay in their books to kill the men, women, and children and take the spoils. To stone the children when they're disrespectful. To go in and kill in war. That it's God's way, the highest principle of God's way. But that's the false word, and it's sad and it's tragic, and it keeps people locked in to an idea, to a word, to a vibration, to a frequency that's creating the world that they're trying to escape. My friends, we have to go back to the original word. All good comes from the Creator, and no evil. And then my friends, we go inside and we live our life that way. Is this the original word or not? Is my diet the original word? Is the way I treat people the original word? Is it good? Is it only good? My friends, it's something we need to look at. Osha 10 says, take an honest look inside. Are you good or evil? Are you light or dark? You can call yourself Christian, Jew, Muslim, but are you good or evil? My friends, well, what are you leaving in this world? Is it good? Is it the highest truth? Is it the real above all real? Not what you've been sold in your religion or religious books or from parents or governments or friends. You got to take an honest look. You got to go to that book inside of you, that fervacity, that divine spark that the Creator, the good Creator put in you, where you know right from wrong before you were taught it. My friends, you might find, you'll be shocked that maybe you were taught wrong. My friends, maybe there's a higher good, a higher principle that we can live by. My friends, I want to ask you to do something for me, and I save this for the end because I know whoever's still here listening to me considers himself a Magi, and they love this word. I'm going to ask you to do something for me. Our wonderful friend Tim is out of town for a month. God, we're going to miss him, and I love him. But he always, he promotes my videos. He goes onto Facebook, and he boosts the post. So he'll take a video that's important to me, and he'll put a boost on it, and it's an advertisement. I think my friend Brian has done this also. It might have been a YouTube ad. But I'm going to ask someone to step up while Tim's gone and do this. And I want you to take this video I'm going to put up here. It was our video from 2 days ago, and it's "The Children Are Mad as Hell." And my friends, I poured my heart into that video. I don't think I could have said it any better, put more passion into it. So I'm going to ask someone if you will boost it while Tim is gone. I've been kicked off of Facebook, and they will not let me back on now. And that's okay, because I got you guys. I got the Magi. And so I'm going to ask someone to boost that post on Facebook, my friends, or take out a YouTube ad on that video for me. All right, guys, I love you so much. If you'll do that, please go to the comments, let me know. Osha by Winston Head. As you know, all the money goes to charity, and at the end of the month, we write off a check to feed the hungry. My friends, we've already sent off a small check I shared with you at the middle of this month to St. Jude's Hospital, and that's because of your guys' love of this book, my friends. I love you guys.